if you take a look at these global tech supply chains are set to shift and diversify in response to geopolitical tensions and the pandemic. That is according to our latest report from our very own Bloomberg Intelligence. Let's bring in our Asia tech analyst, Charles Shum. Charles, I mean, you're seeing this projected shift, right, that you think that, where you're starting to see chip making and leading edge chip making, heading towards the U.S. and Europe. How do you think that's going to change the competitive landscape globally?
Yeah, thank you, Yvonne. Actually, we just do a report this morning. In the report, actually, we have studied the whole project pipeline that's been released so far, and our conclusion is that actually it's very likely that for the leading edge node, that's 5 nanometer nodes or smaller, actually it's very likely that right now the Taiwan's market share is 61%, but by the end of 2032, we think that it's very good chance that the U.S. and Europe, their combined market share, they can actually go to 43%. That's actually equivalent to Taiwan's market share. So that's one of the conclusions we have from that report. Yes.
What are the things that stand in the way, challenges that the U.S. and Europe might have to get to? Was it 43%?
Yes. And actually, when we look into these projects, we think that most of them actually is being pushed by the government incentive. Actually, for example, government incentive is quite important because we believe that actually even just about the construction cost, 25% of that is sponsored by the government. Actually, that can cut back the payback period at least by 1 year. So that's one factor. And that's so if a government subsidy cannot be distributed on time, actually that could cause some problem. But on the other hand, actually, you have to understand that we are not talking about just building 2 or 3 fabs in Europe and US. We are talking about at least 10 to 15 fabs in each region by the next 10 years. So that means let's do a calculation here. Actually, each fab will require about 1,500 skilled workers. So that means at least 30,000 engineers they need. So that's actually a big problem that could be for them if they want to put them in a full capacity operation. The talent is the problem. Yes.
What about when it comes to China? I mean, you're saying potentially China commands a significant portion of the world's chip making based on mature technology nodes, right?
Yes.
What implications would that have for the chip market?
All right. Yes, that's a very good question. Actually, although China is under a very strict U.S. sanction right now, we're seeing that actually they are changing their strategy, not focusing on the leading edge. They are focusing on a mature node that's mostly for the production of those power chips in EV, and also for our home appliances and also IoT stuff. Actually, for example, the SMIC, they expand very aggressively. They actually adding 1 fab each year. So that's actually give them a presence in still a strong presence in the whole supply chain. Also, you have to consider that right now the U.S. and Europe, they are focusing on the leading edge nodes, and the mature node actually is going to be dominated by the China. They actually will have the capacity more than 35% by the end of this year. So that's the thing.
Okay, fairly comprehensive for our clients. Of course, you know where to find the research there out of Charles Shum and the team, Bloomberg Intelligence analyst there.